Hello ladies and gents, this is Jabberwocky here with the Walkie Squad on the side of the Empire, and this is episode 3 of my Star Wars Commander videos. And today I wanted to do a quick video on tips for conflicts, and we'll do a replay of an attack I just did with a slightly modified version of my troop combination that was in my first video. What I did is, instead of having 42 stormtroopers, I used 3 heavy gunners and 30 stormtroopers, but other than that, the rest is still the same. And my reason for doing so was the heavy gunners, when you lay down the Gamorrean warriors to distract the turrets, a lot of bases have been designed better to where they have more buildings around the outside edges of the walls, so the heavy gunners will take those buildings down faster, and that's why I switched to those, because you want those out of the way of the heavy cannons, so the heavy cannons can get right to doing what they do best, which is destroy the defenses. So we're going to look at a quick video here of an attack I did, which was actually a base that I normally would not have attacked, but I was just kind of playing around, seeing what my guys were capable of and what I personally was capable of. So we'll do that right now, and then after the video I'll give a couple quick tips on conflicts and how to keep points. So as you can see, this guy has 4 shield generators and 1 spread out. So I started off my attack like I normally do, but instead of laying all 5 Gamorrean warriors, I laid 4 up in the corner with my heavy cannons, with those heavy gunners to take down those buildings, and the black AT-AT to shoot down the shields. Now, at the same time, I laid another Gamorrean warrior down here to distract these defenses, along with some stormtroopers in this area here to take down the shield. And I spread out some stormtroopers around the edges here to start eating away at those buildings. Now, there's 2 things about this that I said not to do in the last video, and that's I don't attack bases that have a droideka, and I don't attack bases that have spread out shields. Like I said, I was trying to expand on what I'm capable of, so I waited until the last possible moment when the droideka is sprung by somebody entering into his area, which is right about in this area here. You'll see as the stormtroopers run, he gets spawned. Then I drop my droideka to attack him, along with some extra stormtroopers to help make sure I win that battle, like I said in the last video, which I waited as long as possible so that way my heavy cannons could get to this mortars, because mortars will really destroy your stormtroopers, and I need them for cleanup. So as you can see, they did a great job of clearing all these defenses out of this kill box area, which in my defense video if he would have watched it, it probably would have went a little better for him. You know, place those normal buildings in between your defenses. Use them as almost a shield, so that way somebody like me can't come in and just wipe out all your defenses so easily. Now, for conflicts, I recommend that you do not attack. If you have a shield up, a peace shield, I recommend that you do not attack unless you're able to do, at least 2 or 3 attacks, because you wanna earn points. So it doesn't make sense to do an attack, drop your shield. You get the 3 stars for me, which would be roughly on average 410 to 440 points. But if you do that and then somebody comes in and wipes you out for 440 points, then it doesn't equate. You're never going to go anywhere. So don't drop that shield unless you can do at least 2 or 3 attacks. That way it makes sense to gain points. Another thing is, in conflicts, to me it is more important to get that 3-star victory and get the higher amount of points, rather than to do a bunch of attacks and only get 1 or 2 stars per attack. So as you can see in mine, 99% of them are 100%. I have that one that just, same thing, the guy had his shield spread out and I was trying to push myself to do better, and I just ran out of time before I could get that last building down. My Droideka was down, so I didn't have it to save me like I normally do. And that would be another conflict tip. When in a conflict, like the current conflict on Tatooine, don't attack without your Droideka, because it really can be the difference between you getting that 3-star victory or that 2-star victory, which is a big difference. That's 200 and something points compared to 400 and something points per attack. If you're going to waste the time to do the attack anyway, you might as well go all in. So, as promised, to finish off the video here, we're going to do a quick live attack and hopefully get a nice 3-star and add to my current points in the conflict. So let's see who we can get. If you see my first video, I explained in there too, always preload your troops, which mine are preloaded, and we'll begin training as soon as I lay the first troop down. So this guy is actually pretty smart. I won't go for this one because if you can see in here, he has a lot of regular buildings between his shields and between his defenses, which is not good for my heavy cannons, which is basically the big part of my attack. The heavy cannons I rely on a lot. So we'll skip that one. Like I said too, there's no point in attacking if you're not going to get 3 stars. You're spending the time to do the attack anyway. You might as well go for those 3 stars. Same thing here. This guy has his shield spread out, plus he has the regular buildings in between defenses, which is really smart. We'll just attack this next one no matter what. I don't want to waste your guys' time. So, works out for me. This one actually looks like it will be a pretty good one to attack. So, this is the thing I look for, is no Droideka present, group shields, and all of his defenses are grouped together. So, I don't see, we got one down there. So, we'll save one Gamorrean warrior to put down there to distract. So, we'll come in right here. Drop the black AT-AT behind the Gamorrean warriors along with my 2 heavy cannons. Throw in those heavy gunners to get rid of those buildings, get them out of the way. We'll throw the other Gamorrean warrior down here. Spring those traps. You want to bunch these stormtroopers right up next to that mortar, as it'll do spread damage. Drop that Droideka to get rid of those squad troops. Come over here, drop some more stormtroopers, and we'll start doing cleanup. And always make sure that you have your ships loaded, that you can attack if need be. So I'm going to drop some starship attacks right here and make sure we wipe those buildings out. I could have waited and my guys would have had enough time to go over there, but I don't want to waste your guys' time. Try to keep my videos short and sweet. So as you can see, that's my modified version of my attack strategy, which has actually been going faster than my initial attack strategy, which was the 42 stormtroopers with the 5 Gamorrean warriors and 2 heavy cannons. So, like I said, now I use the 3 heavy gunners, the 30 stormtroopers, 5 Gamorrean warriors still, and the black AT-AT. And pay attention before you lay your troops out, like I did. Look for defenses spread out in the corners. I've noticed everybody's been getting better about their defenses, their base layouts. I've seen we got a lot more active players in the game now, so that's very exciting. A lot more downloads, and things are only going to get better from here, especially with the new Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens, about to release. I expect a lot of people will be downloading the game. So Like I said before in the previous videos, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have a video that you would like to see me do, leave a comment below and I'll try to make it as soon as possible. And thanks again, guys. Jabberwocky out.